Hi there, Rolando Castro Rodriguez. I'm over here in my house. This is weight loss number 3. Really, it's number 2, but this is the 3rd video of many more to come as I lose my weight, and you see how I lose it. I'm going to be showing you the picture of some plantains that I fry every month. I stopped doing that this month because I'm gonna cut my frying process. Try to get all that saturated fat and all that stuff, because I still cook with oils, not grease. It's still when you cook it, something happens that it turns into more grease than oil. So that's what I heard. So I'm going to stop that altogether. I did stop taking last month. I eliminated all kinds of refined sugar. Now occasionally you'll get some sugar in certain food. Like yesterday we had a party downstairs and I did pick up a plate. And that plate, I went ahead and brought it up to my apartment where I will eat it today after at 12 o'clock or between a little. Let me go back a little bit. I do the intermittent fasting where I eat from 6 to 12 or 1. It's a 18 or something like that. But my window of eating is between 6 and 1 o'clock. I try to eat before 1 o'clock, and that's it. So I eat breakfast, which I eat the same thing every day. It's a 6 egg whites. I boil it, and I just take the yolk out, and I eat the thing for protein. And I'll eat half avocado, small avocado, to get my essential oils in. The essential oils are they're good because it binds to the fat cells and take them out. It helps them. It's like a little piggyback. What do you call it? Piggyback. It's one of those. So, and I started eating this month almonds, raw almonds. I would just munch on a couple of raw almonds. Those are essential oils. They're good for you, so we need them. And I putting in a little bit because I'm drinking a lot of water as well in the evenings, especially because you get to have this little hunger when you get to the 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock going to bed. I don't eat after 12 or 1 o'clock. Don't eat at all. So that's how I've been losing the weight. It's called intermittent fasting, and it's working for me. So I don't want to lose the weight too fast because I remember I used to weigh 350 pounds. So I gotta watch myself. And I'm gonna show you how I prepare my meat to last for a whole year, and vacuum seal it. I have a little vacuum sealer, and I'm gonna show you some of the food, and of course you're gonna see me at my weight and day that I took these pictures, and as well the filming. Now, one of the things that the reasons I'm losing this weight is because fat. When you get heavy and fat, because I'm going to call it as it is, I was fat and I'm still fat. But when you get fat, we're born with fat cells already. So those fat cells are in our body even when we're skinny. The only problem is when we overeat. Those fat cells, that's where they store all the fat in the fat cells. So we don't lose the fat, we shrink those cells to get rid of the fat. They shrink, so we don't really melt them out. They shrink and we lose weight. But that's one of the reasons. And what it does inside your heart, around your intestine, around all your organs, those fat cells, they they get big, and when they get big, they crush your organs. That's why you feel bad. You know, that's why you're feeling my sluggish and all that, and you can't move. I used to stand up and wash the dishes, and I couldn't stay and finish washing the dishes because I had to sit down because I felt it exhausted. And those, the fat just crushes your organ. I have a little story. When I first moved in here, in Oak Haven, 6 years ago, I met a guy. He was around 700 pounds. He used to go in a wheelchair going around. Some of my neighbors might know this and remember it. But he went ahead and he was the nicest guy. 700 pounds. They used to come over and clean him, and they used to put him in a winch to go ahead and pick him up and clean him because he couldn't even move. He couldn't move at all. And to his legs, somebody had to go and help him and put his legs on top of his wheelchair so he could get around. So he could start moving with his wheelchair. He barely fit through the door. Poor guy. Well, he had to move out of here, and when he moved out of here, shortly then he died. He passed away, and I went to his funeral. That's practically one of the people, and some other people that have gone to the funeral. I hate funerals, it's so sad. So I went and I asked the preacher, she was a fantastic lady, and I asked her, how did he die? He says, all his organs shut down. And that's what I'm telling you about being heavy and fat. Blunt. You're fat. And that is going to ruin it's going to get to a point that all your organs are going to shut down. It could be sooner or later it's going to happen. So that's one of the reasons I want to lose this weight and get back in shape. So, my problem is I don't want to lose it too fast, because if I lose it too fast, I'll have hanging skin. It might be that I'm going to need some surgery, some tuck, the bottom. I don't know. We'll see then. But I'd rather have the health than that. I could deal with that, because when you get involved in the relations, she's going to understand, in my case, that I just have to dim the lights down, that's all. But we're not going to get to that. We're not even thinking about that right now. We're going to go ahead and move on. So this is number 3, and let's do it. I got this, I've had this for years, and this is how I preserve my meat up to a year in the freezer. This is a good handy tool to have, especially if you're looking to save some meat for protein. So this is how I do it.
Everybody in the club. Everybody in the club. I want you to get busy, move your body and throw down. The music get you hyper, crank the party up, get toe down.